Hey, what is up guys? Matt here from the Toasty Bros, and I'm here to bring you another keyboard review, this time featuring the glorious PC Master Race modular mechanical keyboard. Does this keyboard boast the right to bear the PC Master Race name? Let's talk about that. The glorious PC Gaming Race is a company based around PC Master Race theme, from their keyboards all the way to their wrist rests and mouse pads. Before I received this sample, I have been using their extended mouse pad for months without any complaints. I'm a big fan of their brand off the bat. They sent over their GMMK with brown switches and also their GSW-100 wrist rest. Keep in mind, the combo together costs roughly $130, so this is no budget setup. You get the option to customize on their website the keyboard to your liking with choice of Gateron switches and keycaps, white or black. I love this approach for a premium keyboard, allowing the user to get exactly what they want to get when spending the amount of money that they're asking for. I would also like to see them include some artisan keycap options, possibly for a little bit more money, to further add to the customization of the keyboard. Now let's dive into the keyboard itself. The keyboard has a 104 key layout with full RGB backlighting. The body of the keyboard consists of a sandblasted aluminum faceplate with a plastic bottom. The build quality is really great. You're getting what you pay for in terms of build quality. Let's talk about the keycaps. The keycaps are great, ABS double shot injection keycaps. They have a nice feel on the top along with a glossy siding on the actual keycap. They are not cheap keycaps by any means, and they don't take away from the typing experience. So far so good. The font isn't too crazy either. There is a hint of the gamer feel on the keycaps, but it's not as overbearing as some of the other keyboards on the market. The key switches, as I mentioned, are Gateron brown switches in this keyboard. I have had some experience with Gateron switches. While I actually do prefer Cherry MX browns over Gaterons, they are a close second and they have a pretty good feel for what they provide. They feel slightly smoother and lighter than Cherry MX Brown, so keep that in mind. The concept of removable switches is not a new one. We have seen it in other keyboards we've reviewed on this channel. While I believe it's cool and all, I just see it as more of a gimmick. This keyboard supports switches from Cherry, Gateron, and Kale. I can see value in possibly being able to test out newer switches that are released before you actually bought the keyboard, and I see it being something that you can do, and the PC Gaming Master Race actually markets it in that manner. But if it's only keyboards you'll ever need, why would you want to swap those out? I mean, I really don't see the actual value in it. It has a reason to be there, but I don't know, I could live without it in my personal opinion, and it might actually cut costs on this keyboard and actually make it more affordable for the average consumer. Now onto the back of the keyboard, where we have two decent flip out feet and access to the included keycap remover on the back. I really like that approach. Even though I don't see myself traveling with a full-size keyboard anywhere, it does allow you to not misplace your keycap puller. As for cable routing, you have a left or right routing and straight out the middle of the keyboard. No complaints there. The keyboard has good enough slick pads as well on the bottom to keep it from sliding around all over your desk. Overall, the backside is a nice job and an A+ effort. Before I go into the lighting of this keyboard, I want to touch on the wrist rest. The wrist rest is really awesome, very big, and feels like my wrists are on the clouds. It does tend to leave my wrists a little bit sweaty for being how big it is during long gaming sessions, but it does get the job done, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to pick it up with this keyboard or just any other keyboard that they own. Now onto the light show. This keyboard, as I mentioned at the beginning of the review, is a full RGB mechanical keyboard. The keyboard itself has 6 built-in presets for lighting, which I will showcase later, but they do also provide a software for changing the lighting modes. I plan on testing this software over time and revising my description after doing so, but for now, in this review, we're going to be focusing on the 6 presets provided. The backlighting provided isn't as bright as I would have liked to see, but it does look nice regardless. But don't take my word for it, let's transition into a typing test and lighting show. So what's my take on this keyboard? I believe it does have a place in the market. It is a premium keyboard under a great brand that I actually really like. I believe the glorious PC gaming race has capitalized on their popularity of the mouse pads and wrist rests with a very worthy product to go along with it. They have been able to create a brand that someone can build a setup around, and it's very similar to those like Corsair, Razer, and others. While some of its features like the swappable switches in my mind is a gimmick, and I would love to know the cost difference between using swappable switches and just having them soldered onto the board, I still believe for $110 you are getting a premium keyboard worth of the premium price tag, even competing with the likes of Razer and Corsair. Now that about wraps things up here, guys. If you like this video, leave a like down below and comment what you think. If you haven't already, follow us on Twitter for more content from the Toasty Bros, and also join our Discord community where we talk about tech with all other techies alike. And I hope to see you all in the next one, guys. Peace out.